Aries, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you to see what the planets are doing in the skies at the moment and how they may be affecting you this week. I'll also be pulling cards for you to see what your personal message is for this week, Aries. Now, Aries, just taking a look at the chart to see what's going on with you, is we still have the same planets in your first house if you're an Aries ascendant, as has been for the last few months, being Chiron, the wounded healer, indicating you're working on issues or traumas from your past. This you could be using to integrate to teach others from experiences that you have been in and overcome. We also have the North Node indicating that you could be working through your skills in this life or your purpose, what you're meant to be doing. Here it's saying over this current week ahead, it's saying you need to be money wise. We have the King of Pentacles sitting in the upright position. Now I am feeling we are in Scorpio season. We have the Sun in Scorpio, and the Sun does indicate money. It talks about other people's money or sharing your money, sharing your income with others, or other people sharing their income with you. So it can be indicating that with the energy being while we are in Scorpio season. So we are having a look here. We have the moon going into Libra on the 30th of October, and that could be indicating that you are trying to get a better balance or a better handle with situations. It could be how you spend your time, how you balance your energy with other people, or it could also be how you balance your money with, because we have two pentacle cards and one people card, so one cup card and two pentacle cards. So here it could be looking at resourcefulness around money, income, where the income comes from, and the contributions to the family household here as well could be coming to light over this current week with the two pentacle cards. The Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse position, so he's saying at this time, don't be lazy. If there's something that you're looking that you want to do or you're thinking about doing, you need to put steps in motion to do that. It's not just going to happen or come to you if you don't put in the effort to do things. Money is a big issue over the current week, whether that means money coming in or having to curb your spending there or get a better balance as well, given that we've got the Libra moon on the 30th of October. Now the Libra moon, it will be in opposition to you, so that will be in your 7th house of relationships, Aries. So if you're an Aries ascendant, then the moon on the 30th and the 31st of October will be in Libra. So there it will be indicating that you need to get balance within relationships, harmony within relationships. That moon energy talks about your emotions and your feelings, but it's playing out in the areas of relationships with other people. And I feel there's a level of having to get balance between your emotions and someone else's emotions, or what you spend and what other people spend. There's some kind of balancing that needs to take place there, because there's a lot of emotion attached to that area over that time. Now taking a look at your other signs there, we've got the Cancer. We'll have Mars still sitting in Cancer at 28 degrees. Now just moving through the chart so I can take a look at the Mars. So the moon will be sitting in the 21st, sitting in Libra on the 31st of October. So that's going to be squaring the energy of Mars. This Mars moon energy is going to be squaring each other, which can cause a little bit of a difficult situation, a challenging situation, I should say. It's more challenging than difficult, requiring you to get a hold of your emotions or the impulsiveness around energy here. So there's energy coming in from Mars. Mars is about stamina, it's passion, it can be heated debate, it can be conflict, it can be competition, it can be stamina, motivation, power, energy coming in. But the moon squaring that energy is indicating some level of struggles around that will be playing out. Now that is also going to be hitting your Chiron in your first house, Aries. So if you're not a Aries ascendant, this still does apply to you, because you either have a strong Sun Aries or a strong Sun Moon Aries, and these placements are hitting each other, squaring each other. So squaring and opposing each other. Now it could also be that we've got Capricorn, Pluto sitting there at 29 degrees, will be in opposition to Mars, sitting across from it. Now this energy is squaring your energy, and that causes some kind of struggles for you. It struggles for you to get a balance or get a handle on the situation. Now that means Pluto is going to be going up against the Mars energy of motivation, of stamina, of drive, against that Pluto energy wanting to come in and just rip through and make changes to things. It's more of a stronger energy wanting to change and transform situations that are not in your favor. So we've got very, very strong energy over this week for you, Aries. Quite intense energy. So the cards here are saying that you're getting balance over money. It's related to money, I feel. And I feel that's coming in from the Scorpio energy. But it's quite strong. And even if I move forward with this, because it's almost like it's a grand cardinal cross, just like we had before. We've got the 29 degrees, except we had it with the sun last week. So this week it will be going on with the moon at 21 degrees. There's an 8-degree orb between Pluto and the moon. We also have 28 degrees of Mars over there, and we have 20 degrees. So it's kind of a very loose grand trine, because we've got that 20-degree Chiron and a 29-degree Pluto, but it's still there. So it's in a lot of intensity, and it's encouraging you to work to get these things working together, to get your emotions working together, to get your stamina and energy working together, to make the necessary changes that you need to make, and to move through any trauma or past pains that you've dealt with, or that are coming up to resurface for you to heal through. So quite intense energy for you coming up over this current week, Aries. Doesn't mean it's going to be heavy or hard. It just means that this is playing out in the skies above, and it's playing out in the cardinal signs. So that does affect you very deeply, Aries. Maybe you've already worked through past traumas, and that there's going to help you. Maybe you've got a way of balancing your emotions, so it's going to help you. Maybe you've learnt to know when to fight and when to hold back. Maybe you've already made the necessary changes and transformations that Pluto wants to bring in, and if you have, you won't find this challenging at all. But if I move forward again, continuing along through the week, we're going to have this conjunction of the moon and the Mars. So moon and Mars together. The new moon happening on the 1st of November, and that's happening in Scorpio. So I do feel it's an energy of looking at what you need to work on for the month ahead, what you need to put into motion, and planning for new ideas, new ventures, setting goals, and very goals that affect you in a very deep way. So things that are very important to you very deeply. So Scorpio is about going deep. Scorpio is about sharing yourself with another person. Scorpio can be going in and facing your shadow, working with your shadow self, and overcoming any obstacles where you don't deal very well with the negative traits of yourself. So here you could be aligning all of that and getting that balanced. So while it is quite intense energy for you, Aries, over this current week, doesn't mean it's going to be a hard week. It just means you've got a lot of opportunity and potential to get things happening smoothly and balance, and bring more balance and harmony into your life here. Thank you for joining me, Aries. We do, I should mention, have the Page of Cups in the reverse position. Could indicate that there's some situations this week that you don't quite have the experience in that you need, or you feel would benefit you, or it could be a learning experience that you're going through. So it's saying don't be lazy at this time. You need to put the work boots on and do what needs to be done here to overcome any challenges. Don't ignore them. You need to face them head on here and deal with them as they come up, even if there's something new that you haven't dealt with before. So thank you so much for joining me, Aries. I wish you a really good week ahead, and I will see you next week. Welcome, Taurus, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the astrology chart for you that you can see on the screen, while I'm pulling tarot cards for you for your message for the week ahead. I'm also going to be looking at where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you, Taurus. So let's get on to your reading. I'm going to just go back with the chart because I moved it forward into the week. So So we might read from about the 30th, because I should be posting this reading around about Wednesday, the 30th of October. So let's take a look at you, Taurus, and see where you are and what's happening with you. Of course, you still have Uranus in your first house if you're at a Taurus and ascendant, encouraging you to free yourself from any burdens while it's here in your sign. It's a beautiful sign, Uranus. It wants to shake you up, and it wants to make sure that you're living your truly authentic life in the most possible way of bringing joy and harmony to yourself, that makes you feel good in your life, that makes you feel like you're doing what you enjoy, what you want to do, and not being forced to live a life that somebody else wants for you. So it really is a beautiful planet, the energies of Uranus. It's all about innovation and technology and trying new things. It's about being rebellious and revolutionary and questioning things. So really, it's such a beautiful sign. It does rule Aquarius, and that's why I really like it so much, because it rules my sign. So I feel very connected to the energies of Uranus. But if you allow it to, it will put you in a better position. It only wants to shake up situations where you feel trapped, because it wants you to be free to be yourself. So Taurus, we've got a bit of relief moving forward for you for the week ahead. We're moving into smoother waters with that Six of Swords in the upright position. We've also got the Five of Swords in the reverse position, saying there could be some reconciliations coming. So situations where things haven't been gelling or coming together, you may find that things may start to work a little bit better for you over this current week, Taurus. Now, looking over to see what is challenging you over there in Capricorn, we've still got the energy of Pluto. It is squaring Uranus. So those two big heavy hitters are squaring each other, and that means while Uranus wants to shake you up and help you feel not so trapped, Pluto wants to make changes and transformations to better your life, to make your life for the better, even if they feel difficult at the time. Now, also squaring you across there is let's have a look. I'm just looking here. Sorry, it's trining your energy, not squaring. So the Pluto, I just should mention, is in Capricorn. So it's also a sign, earth sign like you, Taurus. So therefore the energy is helpful energy. It's trining energy. It wants to help you. And it still means the same thing. That beautiful Pluto wants to help shake up Uranus and make sure you're making the changes necessary for you to be living a truly unique life that suits you and is what you enjoy doing, but also is so you're not feeling trapped in your life. So those two big planets are working together, and they'll be there for a little while, although in a couple of weeks Pluto will move back into Aquarius for the next 20 years. So where you've got these two big planets, make the most of them by making sure that you're making the necessary changes in your life to make sure you're doing what you want to be doing, Taurus. So also looking now over at your opposition energy, that is Scorpio. Scorpio has the sun at the moment because we are in Scorpio season. So currently it's only 7 degrees. If I move forward, we're still not going to be complete opposition, not until the next couple of weeks. I move back again. It's still not quite in a tight aspect there. They're at 7 degrees currently for the sun in Scorpio, and it is 25 degrees for Uranus. So those two planet energies are not quite hitting each other at the moment until the next few weeks. So I am going to take a look at your squaring energy, which will be Scorpio. It'll be Aquarius. It's not a lot going on in those planets. There's no planets there currently in Aquarius until the next couple of weeks, when we'll have Pluto moving back into the sign of Aquarius, and then that's when that energy is going to be squaring your energy. Across there in the opposition to that is Leo, and Leo does not currently have any planets there at the moment. So just looking around for you to see what's happening, we've got this moon currently sitting in Libra energy for you. So for you, that's talking about balancing your emotions, because moon's all about your emotions. It doesn't hit you as hard as what it hits some of the other signs, Taurus, but it is that Taurus, that is that Libra energy. So all about maybe just working through getting balance and harmony with people around you, or balancing out your emotions and getting stable emotions there. That will happen for a couple of days before it moves over into Scorpio for the new moon. So the new moon just wants you to sit down and work through situations that is going to be relevant to you in the next couple of weeks. So putting plans together of what you want to achieve for next month. Think about things on a very deep level, because it's Scorpio. Scorpio wants to go very deep. It wants you to face your shadows. It wants to share yourself or share deep secrets about yourself. So think about what is truly important to you in a very deep way when you're making your goals list for the new moon coming up this week, Taurus. So thank you so much for joining me. Let's take a look at your, we've got that reconciliation card going on there, but we also have a bit of momentum. So we have the Chariot also in the upright position, and that's just indicating that the wheels now are starting to move. So we're moving into smoother waters. So where things may have been difficult for you over the last few weeks, we're starting to move into smoother waters, and things are starting to gel and come together with this reconciliation card with the Five of Swords in reverse. Thank you for joining me, Taurus. I hope you have a beautiful week. I will see you again next week. Welcome Gemini, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you to let you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you this week, Gemini. I'm also going to be pulling cards for you for a personal tarot reading for the week ahead. Taking a look at your sign, Gemini, we still have beautiful Jupiter sitting in your sign at 20 degrees. It's the planet of luck, expansion and growth. Now, in your first house, it can mean expanding things about yourself. It can be expanding, it can be overdoing it as well. So it does expand, it does grow, but it can overdo things as well. It is generally considered a very positive planet, but it does have negative aspects to it if you're overdoing it, or being overconfident or overdoing it with your could be eating or drinking or all the things that you could be doing in excess. It's the planet of excess. So as long as you're keeping well balanced with those things, then it is all going to be okay, and you can just reap the benefits of luck, expansion and growth. You've got 4 cards on the table, Gemini. We've got the Six of Swords in the upright position, indicating that this is going to be a better week for you, Gemini. We're moving into calmer waters. The Death card indicates transformation and is saying that things are finally changing for you, moving in a smoother direction, a calmer direction. Changes are coming. Changes are on the horizon to help you here. Now, the Nine of Wands is about it's about resilience. It's about something that's lasted for a long time, or you've been going through for quite a long time. It's saying you've got the strength and stamina to get through this. You are a very resilient person. So it is saying that we're moving into calmer waters, and you may have been going through this situation for quite some time, but finally things are starting to bring a little bit of relief for you, Gemini. Inspiration with the Ace of Wands is saying that there's beautiful, divinely guided energy coming in from the universe. It can come in the form of motivation, it can come in the form of energy, it can come in the form of inspiration or creativity, but it's beautifully, divinely inspired energy coming from the universe for you for the week ahead. So beautiful cards for you on the table, Gemini. Let's take a look at the planets now. Across from you, Gemini, we've got the Sagittarius. I'm just going to look at your squaring planets there to see what's going on with you, Gemini. Let's take a look at some of these trining energies for you, Gemini, because we've got this beautiful cards on the table that are saying that you're finally moving into smoother waters. Things are changing for you. So let's take a look at the trining energy, the energy that's here to help you in the planets. So first of all, we've got the moon sitting in Libra today and tomorrow. That moon energy wants to bring beautiful energy through emotions, bring balance to your emotions. This could be what's helping you feel calmer, feel more relaxed. This energy is beautiful energy over the next couple of days. Now, I do feel also we have got Aquarius a little bit quiet there, so the energy is mostly coming in from the moon. The moon over the next couple of days, it's going to bring a level of calmness and balance into your emotion that's really going to help lift you and allow you that beautiful inspiration to come in that the universe is bringing for you, Gemini. So thank you for joining me. I will see you again next week. Welcome Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you for the week ahead. So and letting you know where the planets are and how they may be affecting you this week. I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards for your personal message for the week ahead. So let's take a look at your sign, Cancer. We've got Mars still sitting there at 28 degrees, so it's into its final stages of your sign. It is bringing in the energy. So Mars can bring in energy, but I'm also feeling for some of you it can be lack of energy too. I'm just feeling that with the Tower energy. Now it's not in reverse, it's not in retrograde, the Mars energy at the moment, but it's coming towards the end of your sign, and I'm feeling this level of fatigue maybe. It's kind of like where you've been going through something a long time. So Mars has been in your sign for a very long time. Mars brings really strong, intense energy of motivation, impulsiveness, of conflict, of competition, and a strong motivating energy coming through. So, but I'm feeling, because it's coming into the end of your sign at 28 degrees, it's bringing in a bit of energy where you feel like you could just go in your shell and just take a breather where there's no energy. So it's like you're just wanting to avoid the energy that's around you, getting away from other people's energy, getting away from all energy. You just feel like you need a little bit of a break or a little bit of relief coming in from that. So we've got this Tower energy sitting in the reverse position, indicating that you're avoiding a situation or you're avoiding other people's dramas because you're really just not in the mood for it. You've had that Mars in your sign for a long time, so your energy and your nerves have been high and lots of energy coming into you over for a while now. So it's like now you're just in this state where you're just wanting to relax a little bit. Now we've got this moon, the world is in the reverse position, saying that certain things you may not be able to complete. There's certain things around you that may not be able to be completed. So don't be afraid to walk away from certain situations, and even if they're left undone, it's still okay. It's okay to go within and just recharge your energy. Now the Five of Cups is saying don't despair. We've got this energy of it's in the reverse position, so it's saying that maybe you're just I'm feeling this definite avoidant energy around you, Cancer, feeling that this energy of where you just want to take a little break is what I'm feeling. Now I'm a Cancer moon, so I can definitely relate to this, but I'm feeling like it's the energy of just wanting to just take a little breather, take a little break, just restore your energy, get back to your own energy, get back to yourself, and just so you can charge yourself up. You're trying to avoid all the problems going on with everybody else around you because you're just not wanting to take that on at the moment. You've taken on enough recently, and it's like you have this little bit of despair energy going on around you for the future. So I feel like everything will work out and be okay, but it's like just take this week just to relax a little, get some time to yourself, get some time to go within your shell here, Cancer, and just recharge your energy. Even if you have to not complete certain tasks this week, certain things you won't get done, you won't achieve everything that you want to achieve, Cancer, but it's okay to do that. I'm feeling it's more important that you take a tea break here with this card here with the Five of Cups. Now Cancer, across from you is Capricorn. We've got the final stages in the opposition to you. That is Pluto sitting in 29 degrees. Those two energies are in complete opposition. That's why the energy feels so intense. Pluto wants to make changes and transformations. It is very strong energy, and so is Mars energy. Mars is very impulsive, dominating, very heightened stamina energy. So these two in complete opposition to each other feels quite intense, and I can understand why you're just wanting to retreat and go within your shell just to take a little break from the energy. Now if you're a Cancer ascendant, that means that Pluto is sitting in your 7th house of relationships, and that means that some of this energy could be playing off in relationships. So big changes and transformations in that energy. It could be conflict or competition within relationships. It could be passion. It could be strength and stamina in relationships as well. So let's just check to see good news, to see what's trining you. We're looking at the water signs here to see what energy is here to help you. Now in the water signs, we've got Saturn still in retrograde. If I just move through a little bit for the rest of the week to see if we're coming out of retrograde and when we're coming out of retrograde. Okay, still a while away. Yep, it does. It stations on the 16th of November. So about the middle of this month, the energy of Saturn goes into stations to go direct again. So what that means is that is a little bit of a respite, a little bit of relief coming for you, and this is trining energy, so it's here to help you. So it's maybe it's a little bit of relief to some inner turmoil that you have been feeling. So thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. I hope you have a beautiful week. Rest wherever you need it, recharge your energy where you need it. Don't be afraid to not do certain tasks, because it's more important that you restore your energy this week, Cancer. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Leo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be looking at the chart for you to see where the energy is at the moment with the planets and how they may be affecting you this week, Leo. I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards to see what your personal message is for the week ahead. Now, just jumping back a little bit with the chart, I'm reading from around about the 30th of October through to about the 6th of November for the week ahead. Now, Leo, I'm looking here over at your opposition. We have got Pluto moving in back to Aquarius towards the end of the month, so we'll talk about that then, because that's going to be maybe a little bit of changes and intensity towards the end of the month. So enjoy this energy while you can, because we have Pluto coming back into your 7th house if you're an ascendant Leo. Now, and Pluto's only here to help you. The energy of that wants to make changes or transformations to put you in a better position. So it's a positive, even though it can be sometimes read negatively. It is definitely only wants to help you through your situation and make things better for you in the long run. It's a planet that stays in a sign for a long time, so it thinks about the long-term situation of something. So it thinks about making changes to make things better in the future for you. So that's coming up towards the end of the month, and I will go through that then. So what I'm going to go through for this week, we might pop these cards down the bottom, because we have 5 cards for you on the table, Leo. So there's a lot of tarot messages on the table for you, Leo. But I do want to talk about what's here to help you this week with the fire signs, the trining energy. Sagittarius has Venus at 14 degrees. Now it is sitting there saying it wants to help you get better balance, harmony, relationships with other people. It wants to strengthen your ability to be more balanced in your own life, balanced with how your energy for yourself and for others, balanced with all kinds of things around you, balanced with your emotions, balanced with your love life. That wants just to bring in balance and harmony, and that's what's going to help you over this current week. So taking a look at Aries, it's your other fire sign, that trining energy to help you. We've got the wounded healer Chiron wanting you to work on any situations around your past, so past traumas, past programming, past situations and hurt pains where you've put walls up in the past. It's asking you just to work through those to better help you in the future. Let's get on to your tarot reading, Leo, because there's a lot going on here. We've got the hangman in the reverse position. It normally indicates situations that have been going on for a long time, very drawn out situations, seem to be in limbo almost, like things aren't moving as quickly as you want them to. There's a bit of stagnation going on around you. Now, the Ace of Swords is in the reverse position, could be indicating there's been a little bit of lethargicness, not a lot of movement, a little bit of brain fog that's going on around you, little bit of lack of effort going on down here with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Maybe there's a bit of energy where you just don't feel like your normal magic self. This is the manifesting card, the Magician. So got this beautiful card on the table saying that you are a powerful manifester, a beautiful magician, a beautiful energy of being able to create your reality. We've got this high intuition with the High Priestess, and you've got some really good strong gifts about you, but at the moment there's situations around you where there's a bit of a lack of effort, little lack of energy, stagnation and brain fog. So there's a lot going on around you physically, in the physical reality around you, and I'm feeling this energy of you need to spark up some energy, get some passion back, get some magic back, some intuition back. Focus on these things. Trust your intuition here. Get some magic back in your life, because I feel you may be a little bit unmotivated with the way things are in your life. May not be for everybody, but I'm feeling like with these cards it's saying that you have the ability to pull yourself out of whatever situation you're in. The Magician is all about being a powerful manifestator. Now it is in the upright position, saying you have the power and the control to be able to put yourself into any position that you'd rather be in. So if you're feeling tired, you need to find solutions to that. If there's a lack of effort around you, then you need to change your perspective and allow the universe to help and guide you through your situations. So let's see if there's anything else that's standing out in the chart for you, Leo. We will have Pluto moving back into your opposition at the end of the month, so I will go through that there then. Let's see what else is going on. We do have Scorpio energy hitting you at the moment. The Scorpio energy where the sun is at the moment, that is hitting you in a squaring aspect, so that could be causing some of these struggles when one minute you're feeling you're in your power, you're in your Leo light, you're shining, but then other times you're feeling like the effort's gone elsewhere, or the emphasis or the attention is elsewhere. So that because the sun, which is your ruler, is sitting over there in your squaring sign, it may be that it's slightly shifted away from the focus of the attention being on you. So this feeling like you're really just not too motivated in your current situation, but it'll come back around. That energy will pass and you'll be back to your beautiful, brilliant and generous self, Leo. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Tap into your intuition here, tap into your beautiful magic energy, and I hope you have a beautiful week. I'll see you again next week. Welcome Virgo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you to tell you where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you. I'm also going to be pulling the tarot for the week ahead to see what your personal message is for you, Virgo. So taking a look at your chart, Virgo, to see what's happening there, I'm firstly going to have a look at the positive energies that's coming in. There's a few planets, big planets here to help you, Virgo. I'm looking at the earth signs. So first of all, I've got Capricorn, which has Pluto in 29 degrees. Won't be there long. It's going to be moving very soon over this month, and it'll be moving back to Aquarius, where it will stay there for the 20 years. So this energy at the moment, it's helpful energy to you because it is an earth sign, and Pluto wants to make changes and transformations. It wants to change situations around you where you felt are not working in your favor, are not doing anything for you, been a loss of money, a loss of time, a loss of energy, and it wants to change those things. So it's saying that they're no longer working for you, and the universe is saying that this loss of money or this loss of energy, this loss of motivation is coming in because it's not meant for you anymore. So it just wants to shake you up. The Pluto wants to shake you up and allow you to make those changes so you can start having more movement, having the wheels moving again, so you're feeling motivated and really positive about what you do. But it is only there for a couple more weeks, and then it will move into Aquarius, and the energy won't be so intense for you, but it is only here to help you. We've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, saying don't be too reckless this week. You need to balance your energy, take your time, don't be reckless. And I know that you're more guided by doing things the right way and doing things slowly, but this energy feels to be a little bit more Aries energy and more intense. So let me take a look now why that might be happening, Virgo. As I have a look at, we've done both of your signs. The other one is Taurus, and that's Uranus, wanting to shake you up and allow you to do things your way so you don't feel so trapped. So those two big players, those big planets, which is Pluto and Uranus, wants to just shake things up and allow you to make the changes you need to make so your life is going the way it should be, the way it's beneficial for you. Now, if it already is, you've already made those changes, then that's not going to affect you at all because you've worked your way through that situation already. So now as I look over at your opposition, which is Pisces, there is a lot going on in Pisces still, as it has been for the last few months. We've got Saturn. Now I did look, Saturn will return. It goes station on, I think it's the 19th of November, so in the next couple of weeks, and that's going to bring a great sense of relief to you, Virgo, because that is your your opposition, your 7th house if you're a Virgo ascendant. So that's your house of relationships. So where there may be obstacles and hurdles going on with relationships around you, you're going to find a bit of relief coming up towards the end of the month, towards middle of the month, so around about the 19th of November, almost the end of the year. So here I'm feeling this beautiful energy around you, Virgo, but it's saying don't be too impulsive. But here you've got some impulsive or reckless, but we've got some movement cards on the horizon for you, Virgo. It's saying there's opportunities for you to now get the wheels turning and get things happening. Slow and steady does win the race, and you've been doing it at a nice slow and steady pace. You're going to cut your losses. Anything that hasn't worked for you in the past, you're not going to go there again. You're going to look towards the future, and instead you're going to expand your vision, expand your ideas, expand your situation. Use this beautiful energy that's currently sitting over there in Gemini, which is bringing in Jupiter, luck, expansion and growth. So you're going to use that beautiful energy there to expand your horizons, expand your project, expand your abilities or your knowledge or your education, whatever it is for you, depending on where Jupiter is sitting in what house that's sitting in for you. If you're an ascendant Virgo, I can tell you that is for you your 10th house, your career or relationship. There's going to be a bit of movement for you around that particular area, expansion around your role in your life or your job or your work, your career. If you're just a sun or a moon Virgo, it's still important, but it can play out in any area of your life depending where Gemini is in your chart. But it seems to be a beautiful week ahead as long as you're cutting your losses from the past and not being too reckless, just taking your time with it. Wheels are going to start to move and you're going to be able to see the opportunities for expansion and growth. Thank you so much for joining me, Virgo. I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you and letting you know where the planets are and how they may be affecting you this week, Libra. I'm also going to be pulling the tarot for you for your personal message for the week ahead. So taking a look at the moment, we've got the moon sitting in your first house. If you're a Libra ascendant, then the moon is currently sitting in your first house. This could be indicating enhanced intuition. It could be indicating a need to work through your own personal emotions here. Get a better handle on your mood swings or your own emotions. It could be heightened emotions also coming in for you over the next couple of days while it's sitting in your first house. If you're a Libra sun or moon, it is also very important because it's sitting moon on moon, or it's sitting in conjunction, it could be in conjunction with your sun in whatever house it falls in your chart, depending where Libra is in your chart, if you're a moon or a sun Libra. Now, getting to your cards, we've got the beautiful 10 of Pentacles card, indicating that this week we're looking at prosperity, we're looking at abundance, we're looking at our legacy in life, what it is we've done in our life, what it is we're doing and working towards to create something in our life that creates our legacy. So that's coming to our attention this week. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse position, and it's saying just be careful not to overwork. Are you overdoing it? Are you doing too much? And making sure that what you are doing is going to create a legacy for you. If you're wasting a lot of time, money and effort in a situation, you want to make sure that it's going to be a legacy for you and it's going to bring prosperity here, because I feel you're working a lot, Libra. You're working very hard on whatever situation this is for you. It could also be that you're thinking about this week where your money's coming from, thinking about your money, thinking about your work, your position, your job, how you create an income, your skills, your resources. Those things could be coming to light for you this week. Now, and you're reevaluating these with the Three of Wands in the reverse position, as saying that you could be reevaluating how you make your money, how resourceful you are, and how and what your prosperity is for the future. So you're thinking about the future, and you're thinking about what your retirement fund is, or where you're going to be financially, and you're then maybe having to reevaluate what you're doing now to help that. The Knight of Wands in the upright position is indicating that you don't forget to have fun and adventure. You may be having a very exciting week. There may be something on the cards for you this week that is an adventure or fun or exciting, and it's saying that you need to step forward and make moves on things that are creative, things that are require effort and energy, because the Knight, he carries out orders. He's a go-getter, he's a mover, and he's quite fast because he's a fire sign. So he moves to meet the challenge head on. He moves to do what needs to be done to achieve, to reevaluate, or to work hard to do whatever needs to be done for the outcome that's required here. So just looking now at the energy of Libra, of your trining energy, we've got the Jupiter is in Gemini, which is also an air sign. So that's where this beautiful abundant energy is coming from, because Jupiter is all about luck, expansion and growth. Now it could be that you're working too hard, you're expanding how much hours you're doing. That could be happening as well. Expanding your duties or your responsibilities could also be expanding. So while this trining energy of Jupiter is about expansion and growth, it can be in a negative or a positive way depending on how you play that. So it is saying you do need to reevaluate how you are working and how much energy, effort and growth and expansion you're putting into certain areas of your life. So just taking a quick look over here at any other planets to see how they're standing out for you. Now you're a cardinal sign, Libra, so across from you in your opposition is Aries. Aries is working through the wounded healer with Chiron, but that has been doing that for a while, so that's something you would be working through any past pains or traumas related to past relationships, because that would be 7th house of relationships, business dealings, business partners, or actual physical relationships. So working through any experiences you've had in the past that could have caused perhaps a bit of trauma, or left a bit of a stale taste in your mouth about situations. So you're just trying to work through those situations so you don't have to face or deal with those ones again. Also, we've got the Pluto will be leaving Capricorn, but it is still sitting there for this week. It will be leaving in a couple of weeks, so we won't have that quite intense energy sitting there. And then we also have Mars sitting 28 degrees, so currently over this week it will be sitting in Cancer, trining your energy. So again, quite intense with those energies. There's a bit of energy there of stamina, strength with that Mars to be able to work, and that's a working sign. It's a motivated sign. It's lots of energy coming through to work, but you just need to reevaluate to make sure the work you're doing is profitable and going to pay off in the future. So thank you so much, Libra. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be looking at the chart for you for the week ahead to see what the planets are doing and how they may be affecting you. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you to see what your personal message is for the week ahead. Just starting in your sign in your first house, if you're a Scorpio ascendant, we're still in Sun in Scorpio, so we're Scorpio season. So this energy is asking you to highlight things about yourself, being your first house. That's your identity, it's who you are, things that are really important to you about your appearance, and it's about getting more vitality into your life as well. We do have the moon moving there into a couple of days. I think it's around about the 1st of November if I have a look through and move through. So it'll be the 1st of November and the 2nd of November we'll have the moon sitting there as well, and that brings in a level of restlessness. It can bring in heightened emotions. It can make you feel kind of energy of over fatigue, like it could be a little bit fatigued energy. Now the take of leap, it's the Fool card in the upright position, is saying that you need to face things head on. You need to go deep with situations and face them head on. We've got this beautiful victory card with the 6 of Wands. So it's about recognition and being noticed for your efforts and your skills here. So you're going to be noticed, but I feel like there's a bit of frustration going on with this 8 of Wands in the reverse position, where you're having to compromise yourself, compromise your ethics, compromise your opinion, compromise something about this situation in order to get victory, but it's making you feel frustrated. Now there's more to this, Scorpio. It could be quite a deep reading for you, Scorpio, but because it's a group reading I have to read skim the surface of this, but there appears to be a lot going on here, Scorpio. So I just want to read through the cards one more time and then I'll let you know what the planets are doing. Restless energy around you. It's saying you need to restless energy, maybe because you're wanting to explore, you're wanting to get things going, get things moving, because the Fool card is all about taking those first first few steps. There's a little bit of frustration maybe that things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like them to be, or the recognition for your skills or is not happening as quickly as you like. There's a level of compromise going on here as well. Now, taking a look back at the planets on the chart here, we've got Scorpio. Across from you is the Taurus energy, which is Uranus wanting you to do what you do in your own unique way. So it's about not compromising yourself, so not compromising about, because it's playing out in your opposition house, your house of relationships. We're talking about other people around you, so it's saying that there could be some compromise. You're compromising your own needs for the sake of somebody else, or you're compromising your own values or what you really want to do because you're worried about how that's going to affect the people around you, or what they might think, or how it affects them. So there's this level of compromise going on that is a little bit frustrating, and it is related to you being truly true to yourself in relationships, and not having to compromise so much. There's a level of compromisation going on around here. So I hope you have a good week ahead, Scorpio. There is some beautiful cards on the table. It's saying take that leap. If you feel like being adventurous or trying something new, it's saying you need to take that leap. It's saying you will get the victory or the recognition for your skills or your part in a relationship, but I am feeling there's still a little bit of compromise that is needed in this situation. So thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you, letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you. I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards for you for your personal message for the week ahead. So over there in your first house, Sagittarius, if you're a Sagittarius ascendant, we have got Venus. Venus is a planet of love. It's a planet of luxury and beauty, art and culture and balance and harmony. It's such a beautiful sign with beautiful feminine energy. So I'm feeling here it's about taking this beautiful energy that's around you at the moment, Sagittarius, in this first house. It could also be that you're wanting to redo your look or change something about how you look, because that's your first house. If you're an ascendant, your first house having Venus there can indicate that you're really focused on beauty or focused on how you look, or your appearance, to how others see you, because it's beauty. It's Venus wants you to be beautiful, and it wants it's interested in how you're seen by others, being the first house. So here I'm looking now, we've got a bit of manipulation going on because we've got the Magician in the reverse position. So the power around you is not being used correctly, or there's a power dynamic struggle going on here. And I'm just going to look at the cards to see where that's going on. We've got in your opposition, we've got Jupiter. It's a planet of luck, expansion and growth, and it expands things. Now for you, if you're an ascendant, that means across from you is Gemini in your 7th house, where your relationships are. So that could be indicating that there's a level of manipulation. Could even possibly be conflict. Certain situations around you in your relationship house are expanded, and it generally, Jupiter is a very positive sign. It's a sign we read as luck, expansion, growth, beautiful, big things. But it can also highlight and expand on other things that's going on. It's going on in your 7th house where the relationships are. So it's saying that maybe there's some conflict going on around you, or issues around desire when it comes to relationships around you and desire. So here we've also got manipulation, because we've got the Magician. He's not in upright position. He's in the reverse position, indicating that maybe there's a little bit of issues around balance or power dynamics within relationships for you, Sagittarius. So I'm going to take a look at the positive aspects of your chart to see what's going on there and what's here to help you. So I'm looking at the fire signs. I'm looking at Leo. I'm looking at your Sagittarius, but I'm also looking at Aries. Aries has got Chiron, the wounded healer. Chiron is currently trining your energy. So the Venus is 17 degrees and Chiron is 20 degrees. So that energy is helpful energy, and it wants to help you get balance to any walls that you've put up around relationships, or any past pains or hurt that you've felt in relationships, and it's causing conflicts now, maybe because things you've dealt with in the past, you don't want to have to deal with them now. But it could be that you've got walls up, and that could be part of the issues here around any issues that I'm seeing within relationships. Now, it may not be your significant other, it may be business relationships, because the 7th house also indicates business relationships as well, not just personal relationships. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Sagittarius. I will see you again next week. Welcome Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you to let you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you. Also going to be pulling a tarot message for the week ahead for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, you still have Pluto in your first house if you're an ascendant Capricorn. Only for a few weeks. It's going to be moving back to Aquarius this month, so that will bring with it a bit of relief. Now, we've got a lot of cards on the table to get through, so I'm going to skim through a little bit of your chart because there's a lot of cards going on the table here for you, Capricorn. So Capricorn, there is a lot going on. We've almost got a grand trine happening here with the all these planets in the cardinal signs. Here it's happening with the moon, though, at the moment as of the 31st. Let me move back, when the moon is in Libra. So that is from the 30th and the 31st of October. We've got this cardinal grand cross happening. We had one a couple of weeks ago, but it was when the sun was in Libra, but now we've got the moon there, but only for 2 days, so it's only temporary, and that's where this energy's got to really work together to make things happen. So we've got the motivation and drive and stamina coming in from Mars. We've got emotions in the mix this time with the moon. We've got the Chiron, the wounded healer, and our past traumas and our walls that we've put up, and then we've got Pluto wanting us to make any changes or transformations. Helpful energy for you, Capricorn, is coming in the form of the other earth signs. So that will be Uranus in Taurus. It is in a conjunction at the moment. It's in an aspect, trining aspect, quite tight orb there, 29 degrees and 25 degrees. So the energy is quite strong. And those two planets want to work together to help you through situations. They want you to be your most unique self. They want to release you from any areas where you feel trapped in your life, burdens, responsibilities, duties, things that you do from day to day that you're just overwhelmed with. It's wanting you to make any changes just to simplify your life, I feel, Capricorn. Make things simpler. Don't you maybe doing things the same way you've done for many years and they're difficult. You're used to them, but there's better ways, there's easier ways. So you're looking at simplifying your life a little bit over these next 2 weeks while we've got Pluto sitting in Capricorn until it moves back to Aquarius. The other helpful energy that we've got there, we've got Virgo, and there's nothing coming in from Virgo. So that beautiful energy is all about simplifying yourself over the next couple of weeks. Money-wise, you need to be wise with your money with that King of Pentacles in the upright position. 10 of Wands is indicating that, like I said, burdens or having responsibilities, lots of duties. This is what the 10 of Wands is indicating. You've got a lot going on around you, whether that's other people's dramas, whether that's a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, a lot of burdens, or a lot of hurdles. It is indicating that there's a lot going on, and this week you really need to focus while Pluto is in Capricorn for the final parts before it moves over to Aquarius for 20 years. Use that to your advantage because it's the planet about changes and transformation. It wants to help you make the changes in your life to make things easier, to make them smoother. And these burdens and difficult ways that you've been doing things, or the responsibilities that you carry on your shoulder, it's wanting you to make changes and transformations around that. Any areas in your life where there's disharmony or discontent, because we had the lovers in the reverse position, it's asking you to make those changes over the next 2 weeks. Try and get some shaking up the energy a little bit here to move through any situations where you're feeling drained or overburdened. We've got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse position. Patience is an issue here, but I do feel it's important that this all happens in the next couple of weeks, just while we're using the Pluto energy to your advantage while it's trining your energy there. Sorry, it's in your first house, Capricorn. It's not trining you, it's your first house energy. So it's in your first house. It's there to help you. It's there to help how you see the world, how the world sees you. everything about you, your first house, who you really are. It wants you to simplify things, make them better, rectify any imbalances or injustices going on, or anywhere there's feeling laziness, or you feel like people around you have been lazy and giving you all the burdens or responsibilities. You need to simplify those kind of things. So hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Capricorn. Make the most of Pluto while it's in your first house. I know most people are scared of Pluto. It's one of those scary planets. It's kind of like the Death card and the Tower card all rolled into one, but it is only here to help you. It's here to help you simplify your life and rectify any problems where there's injustices when it comes to disharmony around how many responsibilities and things that you look after. So thank you for joining me, Capricorn. I hope you have a beautiful week. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'll be reading the chart for you for the week ahead, looking at where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you, Aquarius. I'll also be pulling your tarot and looking for a personal message for you for the week ahead. Now, Aquarius, we've still got that relief while Pluto is over there in Capricorn for the next couple of weeks, but it does move back this month. It will move back into our first house here, Aquarius, and that brings about the need to, or the urge, a desire to make changes to things that aren't working for us anymore. You may have noticed that you already started doing that in the last few months or the last 12 months while we've had that Pluto sitting over in our first house. If you haven't been able to finish making those changes and transformations, then that's coming, and that's going to be happening over the next 20 years to put you where you're meant to be. Now you'll find you'll look back in 5 years time and think, wow, my life was so different then. I've made such beautiful transformations in my life. My life is completely different than what it was 5 years ago. Pluto is also the planet of so it's facing your fears. It's about willpower. It's about standing up and taking your power back as well. Those things also come into play there as well. So it's really important, and that coming in the first house indicates your power, your personal power, your willpower comes into play there, and making those changes so that you can be in more control of your direction of your own life. Now, over this current week, we've got a bit of rest going on for you, Aquarius. I know you had that last week as well because you had such a big week the week before, and we do have planet Pluto moving back in the next couple of weeks, so enjoy your rest because you may feel the shift when it comes back into your first house. You may feel overwhelmed, that you can see here. So at the moment this week, just take rest time. If you're feeling overwhelmed about anything, if there's situations still going on around you, we had quite intense energy going on around us, Aquarius. If that resurfaces or is still going on, it's really important to get lots of rest. Take lots of time out away from people and get lots of sleep. Really important again for you this week, Aquarius. Okay, here's your last two tarot cards. A couple of little setbacks, I feel, still related from the last couple of weeks, but we've got happiness coming in the form of 10 of Cups. So remember to focus on your happiness, focus on nurturing yourself with the Empress in the upright position. It's about being kinder to yourself, being kinder to your emotions and your how much you can take. So don't push yourself too hard here. It's about really being kind. Take breaks when you need them, take rest when you need them, take time away from other people when you need it. It's very, very important here. Important for your happiness and keeping your bright, positive outlook going there, Aquarius. Looking also over at the other signs here that's here to help you, we currently have Moon in Libra, trining your energy over the next 2 days, 30th and the 31st. That energy is here to help you. That's an energy of emotions here, but it's here to help you. It's here to help you face your emotions or deal with your emotions, but it's also here to help you nest a little, I'm feeling as well. So it's that moon energy of quiet time I'm feeling as well, and that's here to help you. But it could also be overwhelming energy as well with the emotions. It brings heightened emotions, but it is trining you. It is here to help you with the situation. And the other one is we have got Gemini. Gemini is Jupiter sitting over there, and that Jupiter energy is expansion and growth. So things, opportunities for luck and expansion I'm feeling here as well, which is really exciting for you, Aquarius. So looking at while we could be faced with these setbacks or overwhelming issues, overwhelming energy could be coming in from the moon over the next 2 days, the 30th and the 31st of October. After that, it's a little bit more relief coming in. It will move over into Scorpio. So I feel intense energy coming in around about let me just move the chart forward and show you where that's going to be. Once we get into this kind of formation around about the 1st and 2nd of November, that's when I'm feeling like there's a little bit intense energy happening around you, kind of squaring your energy. And I feel that's where we could be really needing to rest here, really needing to not get overwhelmed, because this energy just seems a little bit intense. It's only for 2 days, 1st and 2nd of November. The 30th and 31st, the energy is quite calm. It's there to help you relax and be calm, but then it intensifies just over these 2 days. So you do need to step back wherever necessary over those couple of days and take as many rest breaks as you need. So thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius. I will see you again next week. Welcome Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be checking the chart for you to see where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you. I'm also going to be looking at the tarot to see what your personal message is for the week ahead. So first of all, I've got the Virgo. I'm just looking here. I'm going to move the chart back to starting this on the 31st is when I'll load this up. So 30th of October, we've got the moon in Libra. It's come out of Virgo, which affected you last week. It doesn't affect you as much this week. Now, it's in opposition. I'm just reading through over here to see what's going on in Gemini. Gemini energy squares your energy. We've still got the big planet of Jupiter over there, luck, expansion and growth. That energy is quite intense. And we also have got beautiful Venus sitting over there in Sagittarius. That energy is also squaring your energy. So that energy is there to for you to deal with. It's opportunities for you to work things out around love, around luxury and beauty and culture, those kind of things. Bring those more into your life. Take a leap. Fool's in the upright position. Take a leap to move forward with direction. Also, you may need to delegate. So you may need to find that if you're doing too much, because 10 of Wands is in the reverse position, you may need to say no to some people. You may need to just say, look, I'm a little bit too busy this week. Can I take a look at that for you next week? We've got a bit of perfectionism energy here with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So, and I would say that is Virgo energy, but Virgo's a little quiet, and that is in your opposition though. That's the energy opposite to you. So that could be related to relationships, because that's the 7th house, your relationship house. But it could also, it does affect your energy, the Virgo energy, the perfectionism energy. Maybe you have high standards for your relationships, the people that you're involved with. We've got a little bit of setback energy around you in the Page of Swords in the reverse position. Setbacks because you're taking on too much. I feel like you either need to say no, or you're holding back because you don't feel you're good enough, or you don't feel like things are good enough to send them to the public or to let them be seen. I'm feeling there, but you're needing to delegate some of the responsibilities to other people. That maybe the holdbacks could just be your procrastination due to perfectionism. I know you're not a Virgo, but the cards are saying that there's a level of holding back here because of perfectionism, not feeling like you're good enough, or not feeling like something's good enough to let other people see it. But I do feel you need to delegate some of your responsibilities and take a leap to make things happen. If there's a new path that you want to walk with this Fool in the upright position, you need to take a leap and start making steps yourself. Taking a look at your chart here, Pisces, we have got, I'm just looking at the signs that are here to help you, will be the Mars energy. Mars brings in motivation and stamina. It brings in passion and drive, and it's in Cancer at the moment. So that energy is trining your energy because it's a water sign. So make the most of that beautiful energy, because it's at 28 degrees. It's in its final placement there, and it will be moving on very soon. So use that beautiful motivation and energy to your advantage. Maybe delegate some of your other duties, but really just put in that last big effort there. We've got this Wands energy again. Both of these Wands energies are Mars energy. So this strong Mars energy, it is leaving your sign. I feel like it's leaving Cancer, which is trining your sign, and it has been there for a very long time. So maybe that energy has been a little bit exhausting and you're looking forward to a little break there, so you're holding back just a little bit. Or maybe it's been allowed you to have so much energy that you've taken on too much, a little bit too much, and you're needing to let some of these things go because it's moving into its final stages and you may not have the energy that you had before. Maybe that's because you've taken on too much. So looking for positive things for you, Pisces. In the water signs, we've got Scorpio. Scorpio is the sun over there. The sun is wanting to give you vitality. Mars also wants to give you vitality and stamina, because and both of these signs are trining your energy. So at the moment there's lots of stamina, lots of energy available to you, but I'm feeling like in the next couple of weeks, once Mars leaves Cancer, you may want to back off just a little bit, and there'll be a little bit of holding back as you realize how much you have been doing and how much you have been taking on. So hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Pisces, and I will see you again next week.